Good afternoon. Welcome to another installment with Cat Dev. Today is Friday, November 12th, and yesterday was Veterans Day. And what else happened this week? Last week was Halloween. I didn't get to wear my costume, so I wanted to go as Valek from The Conjuring movie, but I didn't get to do it because I had to go to work that day. So today it's going to be very short. Yesterday I was feeling a little bit ill, so I lay down the whole day. I was going to do it yesterday, my little development installment yesterday, but I was a little bit under the weather. So I'm going to do it today. It's going to be very short because I got to go to work tomorrow. And that's it. I have on my Disney hat that I got for their 50th anniversary. Remember, I said that I'm 50 and Disney's 50 at the same time. For somebody who likes Disney, and I'm not even a Disney person. I got this thing so close. I am not even like a true Disney person like some people are. Some people are Disney to the core. I am not. Like, I don't have everything Disney. My phone, everything. I'm not even like a Disney person, but Disney was 50 on October 1st. You can see my hat. And I was 50 on October 7th. So we're both 50 together. So they celebrated it for the 30 days of October. So that's why I have my hat on today. I'm gonna wear this all the time because I love Disney. So I'm gonna do Kubernetes today, and I'm just gonna do like latest installment, the latest release change in Kubernetes. So if you're already familiar with Kubernetes, I'm not gonna go into it. And Docker, Kubernetes versus Docker, I was gonna do that, but it's not. I don't really have time today to do that. So I'm just gonna do the changes with Kubernetes. So I'm getting my little paper out till I get like familiar. I just got a place to stay, so I don't really have like a desk. Remember I was saying how I was doing it outside because I didn't have whatever. I was doing it outside before because I didn't have correct living arrangements where I couldn't do it inside because the internet wasn't working. So now I'm here, I can do it here, but this place is, I just got here, I just moved in. I've been here 10 days, I think. I came in on the 4th. So I've been here 6 days in this apartment. So Kubernetes, let me get I was gonna do Docker, but I said, well, you know what, let me do Kubernetes. So Kubernetes, the latest release, latest patch is as of October 22nd, 2021. And it uses Golang 1.16.9. So what's new with Kubernetes is that they fixed the consolidated logs for instances not found error. So they're basically the logs that are consolidated. It's been fixed, that instance. So the instance of the not found error, that has been fixed, right? Okay, so the next one, they fixed the VMS error for VMAS nodes. They fixed that. They fixed regression on Kubernetes restart and pod statuses. That's number 3. Number 4, they fixed Kubernetes memory regression in 1.22 static pods. So then I was like, oh, what's a static pod? A static pod basically is, what I found interesting was that it's useful for cluster bootstrapping cases. So if you're doing bootstrapping, you can use a static pod, I guess, versus the non-static pod. So for this version, v1.22.3, this is patched as of, I said, October 22nd. So, okay, let me go back. So what I was saying about the patches, or what they fixed, was they fixed the consolidated logs for the error instances. They fixed the VMSS error for VMAS nodes. They fixed regression on kubelet restart and pod statuses. Sounds good to me. So, using the static pod path, what you can do, actually, let me go back a little bit here. Okay, so if you're going to use a static pod, like I said before, it's useful for cluster bootstrapping. So if you're a bootstrapping person, I'm figuring that this is what you can use for Kubernetes. So they do have static pods as a YAML file and JSON files. So starting a web server as a static pod, you can choose a node, and I'm gonna put the directions up here. You choose a directory, and then let me go back. Sorry, I'm actually gonna put it up here, so I'm gonna post it. So there's two things. Using a static pod path, you can scan the directory. I'm gonna put the actual code up here. So the static pods can be used as YAML or JSON files, and you can start a web server by choosing this particular node. So I'm gonna put all that up there. So basically that's it for today. It's gonna be very short because I didn't feel well today, but this is fine. Kubernetes and Docker containers are, it's not something that I've worked with, because I said that my background is Java. So I'm trying to familiarize myself with Kubernetes. So this seems like something that can be done very easily. Basically starting up a web server, scanning the directory, and creating a static pod. Create and delete static pods as YAML and JSON files, which is, it's very simple. I know I'm nodding my head, but I want to pull up my paper. So basically, should I repeat that again? Basically, you're creating a web server as a static pod. You choose a node, choose a directory. Those are the 3 steps. So like I said before, it creates and deletes static pods as a YAML or JSON files, right? YAML or XAML? YAML. So this is very easy, but what I'm going to do at the end of the video, I'm going to put up the directions on here. So like I said before, the Kubernetes file update is patched as of October 22nd, 2021. To me, it's always useful for me to go in and see the features and see them as they've been updated, because it helps me, it keeps me updated, and it keeps me keeps me going, like understanding what's going on in technology, because things move so fast. So that's why I like to go and look at the features and see what they've updated. I like to look at the blogs, because the blogs tell you like what they're working on, and you can see the person who is that basically that evangelist for, I don't even know if they use that word anymore. That person who's the evangelist for their company or for their basically for that product. So that's why I like going to see who is the technology person for that product. So then, you know what, if you have an issue, I'm not saying you could call them, but you can know who's working on that particular product. So that's why I like going to the blog, or like going to see who updated whatever on the product or whatever, basically whatever language, whatever you're using. I don't know if you're using Ruby on Rails or whatever, if you're using Java, or if you're using any kind of product. I'm trying to think, like any Google product. I'm sure they have different teams on different products that they use. So I can go there and I see, oh, this developer's working on this. So they're probably, I'm not saying I can contact them, because I'm not sure I'm not going to say that, because I don't want people contacting them. So, but at least there's a name attached to that team and that product, and I know that somebody's working on it. So like this Kubernetes, I saw on GitHub, there's a person attached to it, and this is their latest version. So that's it for today. What else? What else did I say? Just to update, it's built with Golang. Let me hold my paper up. as of Golang version 1.16.9. I don't have time to learn Golang. I think I'm gonna stick with my language that I know. I don't want to like get into Golang at the time, even though I was reading on Tesla, and I'm pretty sure they said that they were using Golang too. But I have to go back and look at one of their job descriptions. So it fixed the consolidated logs for instances not found error, for the instance not found error. It fixed a not a VMS error for VMAS nodes. It fixed regression on kubelet restart and pod statuses, and it fixed the kubelet memory regression in 1.22. And then if you want to use a static pod, I'm gonna put the directions up here. Like I said, scan the directory, start the web server as a static pod, choose a node, and then choose a directory. And that's pretty much it for today. It's Kat Dillon signing off, and have a great weekend.